Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dom and Josh podcast. Last year, we took over Instagram. This year, it's the podcast forum. Right now, we're here together. Josh, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited. It's finally happening after 3 months, 2 months of trying to get it to happen. It's finally happening.
So what's been going on with you past few days?
Past few days, okay. Working at the Snug. Dom and Josh, Patreons will probably remember some stuff about the Snug. It's as fun as ever. I absolutely love it. This is definitely not sarcastic.
Yeah, no, you really seem enthusiastic about the whole experience.
Yeah, it's really great. I love making food for kids that don't appreciate anything. That's my calling in life, and that's what I do. So I'm really excited about that. What about you?
Well, speaking of kids, I've been working at a baseball camp the past few days. Let me tell you, I'm an expert in making a kid stop crying in like under 2 minutes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So I was with the 6 to 8 year olds, and let me tell you, they'll cry over anything. If they lose like a mini baseball game, if they lose their baseball card, if they can't find their glove, if someone threw grass at them, they burst out in tears. And I'm an expert.
Are kids throwing grass?
Oh yeah, we had that incident today. Some kid was just ripping up the infield and just like tossing it.
And a kid started crying because
he got grass on himself.
Oh no! Wait, he got grass on himself? He was throwing the grass?
He was throwing the grass. So then they started throwing back, retaliation style. And he claimed that they were bullying him. And we had to explain to him that if you throw grass, they will throw it.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's simple. I just have them do like this breathing. I like take a couple deep breaths with them. And then because when you're a kid, you're like hyperventilating.
Yeah, I still do it now. But yeah.
Well, you got to get them to like breathe so they can form sentences.
Okay.
And then I like distract them. I'm like, hey, why don't you tell me about this or show me all your baseball cards or something like that. And then they stop crying immediately.
Wow. Do they bring baseball cards?
Yeah, it's a big thing at our camp, like trivia. Like if you answer a trivia question right, then you get a baseball card. For the game.
Oh, you get them at the camp. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Have you taken a psych course in college?
No.
Speaking of our jobs, Ed, I was at work today, right? And one of my friends from school texted me, and he's like, "Hey, I got this like job opportunity for you. It's to be a PT aide, right during the school year. So it's awesome. For those of you that don't know, I'm a physical therapy major, so like it makes sense for me to be a PT aide during school. So it's like, oh, that's great. And then I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna have to interview for this job, right? And I don't think I've done one interview in my life, one actual interview, like where it's like not already guaranteed that you get the job, and I butchered it. I was terrible. Do you know Skyhawks? Do you know what Skyhawks camp is? So it was for them, and I didn't do any research on like what the company was about, I guess. And apparently, like, it's a sports camp, but you're not allowed to do drills with lines. Like, you can't have lines. Everybody needs to always be moving. Okay.
Weird camp.
So, yeah, I actually went to the camps when I was younger, but I don't remember not standing in a line. I don't know. But anyway, during that interview, they asked me, "Okay, you're the head soccer person at this camp. What drill? Give me 4 or 5 drills that you would take the kids through." And at the time, I didn't know a single soccer drill, let alone without lines. Like it couldn't be a drill with lines in it. So I stumbled through it, and I didn't get a call back.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately. But anyway, through all that, I was like, oh my God, we're recording the first podcast today. I've got the perfect topic. I'm going to interview Dom to be the co-host of this podcast.
I had no planning in this whatsoever. So much like Josh's first Skyhawks camp interview, I am going to be totally unprepared.
And that's how we want it, though. That's how we want it. And I'll be honest, it's okay. It's 5 questions. It was going to be 6 questions, and then I guess I forgot to write down the 6th question.
All right.
3 multiple choice.
Oh, okay, cool.
3 multiple choice. 2 open response. I would like if you explained your answer to the multiple choice.
Yeah, for sure.
It's sort of vague.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to say anything before we get started? Like, opening comments?
Opening comments to the
job interview?
Listen, all I got to say is I've spent the past year getting bigger, physically, mentally, socially. And no one is more prepared for a co-host position in a podcast than me. All right? I've listened to 100 podcasts. You name it, I've listened to it. And I'm just a big fan of you. I'm a big fan of Dom&Josh brand, and I'm ready to get started.
All right. Well, that's a great start to the interview.
Yeah.
I will tell you, none of these questions are about Dom and Josh or me or the podcast. They have nothing to do with the podcast.
Can I give my intro over again?
Yeah, if you want to give it again.
No, just get on with it. So all right.
Okay. Question 1. We're going to start with the 3 multiple choice. Okay. Question 1. How important are nature documentaries to the world? Okay, and these are your 3 options. You get 3 options. A, they are a keystone species in the world of television. B, they are as useful as a turtle in a race on land. Or C, although I recognize how crucial they are to society as a whole, I personally do not enjoy them.
Listen, I'm going to have to go with C. As much as I understand why people love them, they see, little bears falling down mountains. They see, a deer prancing through the woods. It's like, oh, look how cute. I'm like, whatever. Yeah. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. If you love your nature documentaries, you keep watching. I'm not going to. Okay.
I appreciate honesty. That was the wrong answer. The correct answer was A. They're a keystone species in the world of television. But I respect the honesty, even though you were wrong.
Listen, I would rather watch an episode of anything else.
Anything else. Mass.
Give me
church.
The Wire.
10 a.m. church. Local television.
It's an episodic.
I guess.
It's season 2021, episode 200 of Church. Good.
You'd rather watch that than a nature documentary, or?
Oh.
Okay. All right. Again, appreciate honesty. Question 2. Is Bigfoot real? Okay. A, yes. B, yes, and I can prove it. Or C, no, my own delusions won't allow me to accept that Bigfoot is real.
I'm going to have to go with B. Yes, and I can prove it.
Okay.
Listen, the proof is in the pudding. I was at a party 2 days ago, and Bigfoot was there. Full Bigfoot standing bear costume. I was like, oh my god, that's Bigfoot. He was going by the name Callisto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I knew I saw right through the mask. It was Bigfoot.
It was Bigfoot underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Callisto, I think that's Greek mythology, right?
It is, but it's actually just Bigfoot.
Oh, okay. Well, side question. If you were to be a Greek god, which Greek god would you be?
Probably Apollo.
Yeah?
He would be, he's my spirit. No, it's just the god of everything.
The god of everything.
He's the symbol of young athleticism.
Mm.
And just him and I are just so much alike.
Okay, fair enough. All right, last multiple choice question. How do you think you're doing so far?
I think I'm 1 for 2 right now. I think I'm doing well. 50%.
I would agree.
That's a passing rate. This job interview.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
In this job interview.
That's true. All right. Question 3. Who hurt you? That's the question.
Okay. That choice?
A. Nobody. I am invincible and I don't understand the concept of pain. You mortals are beneath me.
Okay.
That's A. B. Everybody. All of the time. Life is a constant barrage of physical and mental pain. Or C. Sometimes I cry at night.
Listen. 2019 Dom would answer B. But
yeah.
Now I'm all A.
Now you're all A.
Just listen, the inner Apollo in me, like, who cares? Mortals.
Who cares?
You know?
Who cares?
Moving on.
Was that a result of Dom and Josh?
Yeah, it is. Dom and Josh is just like a shell. It's just a wall. You know? Nothing can penetrate that.
Okay. I like it. So I think you're doing pretty well so far.
Listen, whenever I get upset, I just scroll through the Dom and Josh feed. I'm like, amazing.
Invincible. Yeah.
Invincible.
All right, you got 2 questions left.
Okay, and these are the open response.
These are the open response, okay?
Okay.
What is your smallest weakness? So everybody's always asking about your biggest weakness, but what's a weakness of yours that's so small that like nobody cares?
Wow.
It's a tough question.
My smallest weakness?
Like an example would be like you eat fries with a fork. Not that it's necessarily a weakness, but it's just so like
easy. Okay, not that I necessarily consider this a weakness of mine, but it's viewed as one. Is I don't like milk in my cereal. I'm a dry cereal guy.
Oh, that is fun.
That is a big turnoff for some people. They're like, "Who is this guy? Who's this jerk who just puts the cereal in the bowl and then I eat it with a spoon? No milk." Like, I've had questions asked me, like, why can't you just eat it out of the box? Why don't you just pour it into a bag? Just eat it with your hands. No, I'm going to eat my cereal in a bowl with a spoon without milk.
So, but you're dirtying a bowl and a spoon when you don't need to do either, and you're also eating dry cereal like a heathen.
Listen, 2 responses to that. Number 1, I can clean the bowl and the spoon. No issues there. My weakness is not doing dishes. That is a strength of mine. Number 2, it tastes better.
Yeah.
My cereal doesn't get soggy after 2 minutes. It stays perfectly crisp.
So the issue is the sogginess.
Yeah, it's the sogginess and the poor texture after like 2 minutes. Not stuffing down my cereal. I like to sit and enjoy my breakfast.
Okay, but why don't you just like pour a little bit of milk in, eat the wet part of the cereal, and then pour a little more milk?
It's going to create a puddle at the bottom. Good. I will keep my dry Cinnamon Toast Crunch myself.
What if you poured the milk first and then poured the cereal in, ate the cereal, poured the cereal in, ate the cereal?
No, see, I've heard only psychopaths pour the milk in first.
You're a psychopath that doesn't pour any milk.
Oh, no, we're separate. Listen, I would rather eat cereal and drink a glass of milk separately, which I've done before, than combine the two.
Okay, well, the fact that you identified that as a weakness will give you a passing grade on that question. So I'd say you're 3 out of 4 right now, and that sort of segues into the final question, which is you're on death row, right? They're like, all right, Dom, this is it. Why did you murder that family? They didn't do anything. What would you want your final meal to be?
Oh, easy answer. Give me a Shake Shack cheeseburger, fries, and vanilla shake. Give me some extra Shake Shack sauce. Let me tell you something. Shake Shack is a special type of restaurant, and you can't quite come to terms with how good it is. It's better than any burger place ever. It's amazing.
any burger place ever.
It's incredible. Puts other burgers and fries to shame, and the milkshakes. The one bad thing about the milkshakes is the straws get a little soggy after a little while, but it doesn't matter. It's so good.
Wait, why are the straws getting soggy?
It's like paper, but it's like not great paper. It's not like durable.
What if I told you that I've been to Shake Shack one time and I didn't get anything?
I would ask it. Was that our trip to the Celtics game? Boston?
That was our trip to the Celtics game. I don't think I got anything.
I think you got a hot dog.
No. Oh, I get a...
Yeah. Listen, you got to get a shake and fries and a burger. Even if you're not like a total burger guy, I'm telling you, it's good.
Was that the same night that we went to like every Dunkin' Donuts? Did we keep going inside Dunkin' Donuts?
Going to Dunkin' Donuts is because we were looking for donuts. Like, we wanted, like, all of them were closed. There was also when we were walking in 20-degree weather, and some of the people in our group wore see-through pants that might have gotten them a little cold.
I assume I was probably not wearing shorts. I was probably wearing...
You were wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. Everyone was cold. Let's put it that way.
Everybody was cold, yeah. Gotcha. Well, 4 out of 5, I guess. I mean, Shake Shack, I don't know. Maybe
Shake Shack. Can I hit the Uno reverse card? What was your...
Oh man, I should have thought. See, I had to the multiple choice. I had my answers ready. Like I was like, oh, that's the one I would pick. But I wasn't thinking about the open response. Interesting. I mean, I could eat a bar of fudge. You know how those fudge comes in blocks.
Fudge bricks.
Yeah, I think I could eat. That's probably what I would go with. Not really a meal, but just I'm dying, so
a light dessert. Yeah, who cares? Diet doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. I
mean,
so I will say you did pass the interview.
Got the job.
Yeah, you can co-host.
I gave the intro, and then I interviewed for the show that I gave the intro for. Now I have the job.
And you're gonna have to give the outro too. So, because you just got the job. That's your first task is to give the outro. Yeah. The reason, by the way, that I was asking you if Bigfoot is real, is because me and my dad used to watch. Do you know the show Finding Bigfoot?
Yeah, I want to know the show Finding Bigfoot.
Okay. So there's like a new one out, and the shows like they're always like right on the brink of finding Bigfoot, but like something happens.
Yeah, just they can't quite find Bigfoot.
Something happens. So one of them was like it was too dangerous. They were too close to Bigfoot. Like it was too dangerous. Which is like, what are you out there for? Is that? I don't know, because they're not bringing like long range tranquilizer darts. They're just out there doing it. But as I'm thinking about this, I'm like, how much of the economy is built on Bigfoot? Like, how much revenue comes from the fact that some people believe in Bigfoot?
Well, that's true. Think about it. Like, I don't know, like backwoods Oregon. Think of like all the stores that are just dedicated to Bigfoot.
Yeah, right?
Bigfoot themed restaurants, Bigfoot apparel like shirts and hats, hoodies. Bigfoot drives a big piece of this economy.
Yeah, I'm thinking, what, like 80% of the U.S. economy is based on Bigfoot?
80? Yeah, listen, more or less.
More or less.
Close.
What were the other questions? I forget. Oh, nature documentaries. That's because I asked that because I knew you didn't.
No, you knew I wasn't a fan. This was pre-planned sabotage against the candidate. It'll be the same for everyone.
There's that. Yeah. Well, you're the only one interviewing for the job right now. I don't know many Doms. Sort of pigeonholed with the name of the podcast.
So, Josh, Mr. Roy, now that I have the job, now that I'm officially the co-host of the Dom&JoshPod,
yes,
what can myself, the unprepared co-host, and the rest of our audience expect from next week's episode?
Next week's episode, me and you are going to be revisiting the Dom and Josh Instagram.
No way.
And posting No, we're not posting. Not posting. We're not posting. We're going over our favorite memories from Dom and Josh 2020.
Oh, that's good.
Future episodes beyond that. Because what are we doing this for? What are we doing this for? So I want to get at what drives people. What gets people going. Why are we doing this? So the goal I would love is to do some interviews with some guests.
Some fans of the Dom and Josh
experience? Some fans of the Dom and Josh, and see what drives them. What are they doing in life? What drives them? Maybe, we get a Josh mom and dad episode. All right.
Listen, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Remember to stay tuned for next episode. Make sure to follow along. We'll keep you updated on the Instagram account. And remember to dream big.